There's a place in the North Georgia mountains where you can literally stand in two states at the same time. A painted state line crosses the middle of the downtown intersection. A river separates two real towns, and the border between Georgia and Tennessee runs right down the middle of it. This is McCaysville, Georgia, and her sister town across the river, Copperhill, Tennessee. If you've been dreaming about a place up here in the North Georgia mountains, this little stretch might be the most interesting buy in the whole region, and almost nobody knows about it. I'm Chad Laracy. I was born and raised in downtown Blue Ridge, 15 minutes south of here, and I've been in these mountains all of my life. I've been coming to McCaysville since I was a kid. I remember when the old copper plant was still running just up the road in Copperhill, and there wasn't a green thing growing for a mile in any direction. I've watched this town come back from that. And in 20 plus years of real estate up here, my team and I have helped thousands of families find their place in these mountains. This is episode 2 of the Mountain Life Field Guide. Today, McCaysville, the sister town across the river, what it actually costs and what nobody else will tell you. One thing worth knowing up front, I'm licensed in Georgia and North Carolina with my Tennessee license coming soon. I want a market with a state line down the middle. That means one agent both sides of the river. Most days, McCaysville is pretty quiet, real quiet. The train arrives, the Blue Ridge Scenic Railway pulls in on weekends, extended weekends throughout the summer, lets a few hundred tourists off for 2 or 3 hours, and the town wakes up. Restaurants fill, shops open, photos get taken on the painted state line. Then everybody rides home to Blue Ridge, and McCaysville goes back to being a little more quiet. The train is the heartbeat. In the last few years, a quiet renaissance has been happening down in McCaysville. A gentleman from out of the area buying up storefronts and turning them into restaurants and shops that weren't even there 5 years ago. The town's getting more bougie, if you will, but it still feels like McCaysville, smaller than Blue Ridge, less polished, more authentic. And it has one thing Blue Ridge doesn't, a river running right through town. Just outside of downtown, that same river curves through Horseshoe Bend Park. That park is McCaysville to me. I played t-ball there as a kid. My son did as well. Now, it's a dog park, a fly fishing spot, the place kids learn to cast their line for the first time. And every Thursday night, from May through September, the local crowd shows up for picking in the park right there on the river. If you want to know what mountain life actually feels like up here, and not a vacation, but a Thursday afternoon, that's the place. Let me get the geography straight. McCaysville is the Georgia side, south of the Toccoa River. Copperhill is the Tennessee side, north of it. The heart of McCaysville, downtown, the businesses, is south of the river. Everything north of the bridge is Copperhill in Polk County, Tennessee. The bridge connects them. And just a block down from the bridge at the main intersection, there's a state line painted across the road. You can stand on it and be in two states at the same time. People take photos there every weekend the train rolls in. Quick note on the spelling. Pronunciation is easy. Spelling trips folks up a little bit. McCaysville, but it's M-C-C-A-Y-S-V-I-L-L-E, 2 C's. McCaysville itself has its gas stations, a pharmacy, a bank, a handful of restaurants and shops. No hardware store, I don't believe. For that, you're probably gonna have to drive back down to Blue Ridge. Downtown is more residential than you'd expect. Older homes, multi-unit buildings, old churches, a place with bones. Copperhill, across the bridge, has its own stretch of restaurants and bars as well. Now the train, because the train is what most of you have heard about. The Blue Ridge Scenic Railway is a tourist train, restored vintage cars, mostly weekends. It pulls out of the Blue Ridge Depot, runs north along the Toccoa River for about an hour, and arrives in McCaysville with a few hundred passengers. The engine pulls all the way up into Copperhill. You can watch it from the bridge, and then everybody has about 2, maybe 3 hours on the ground before the return trip. That 2 to 3 hour window is when McCaysville and Copperhill absolutely come alive. Restaurants packed, state line photo taken a few thousand times, and the shops do their day's business. If you're buying property downtown or within walking distance of the depot, the train is part of the deal. Saturdays in October, you'll have tourists on your sidewalk. The rest of the time, relatively quiet. Real quiet, actually. For some buyers, that rhythm is a feature. For others, it's the deal breaker. Worth knowing which one you are before you sign. And before we go any further, there's something about this place you should know, because it shapes what you're seeing today. For about 100 years, Copperhill had a copper plant, one of the largest copper producing operations in the eastern United States. The mining and the smelting in the early decades was incredibly hard on the land. Sulfur from the smelters killed everything green for miles. When I was a kid, you could drive into Copperhill and the entire basin looked like a desert. Red dirt, bare hills, nothing growing, not even back across the river into McCaysville for a stretch. They called it the Copper Basin, and you could see it from space, so they say. The plant shut down decades ago, and the land has been healing ever since. Today, Copperhill is green. The hills are forested again. And if you told me as a child that I'd be standing here one day with my back to a forested ridge that used to be bare red dirt, I wouldn't have believed it. Worth knowing because it tells you something about this place. It heals, it comes back. McCaysville generally runs more affordable than Blue Ridge. The downtown core is older housing, late 1800s and early 1900 homes, multi-unit buildings, places with real character and real renovation needs. Starter homes in McCaysville run around $300,000 to $400,000. Mid-range mountain homes in the surrounding area, better lots, newer construction, maybe some acreage, run about $600,000 to $800,000 and up. Riverfront and view properties start around $1 million and go up from there. Here's where the cross the border angle gets interesting. If you buy on the McCaysville side, south of the river, you're in Georgia, Fannin County. Same tax setup as Blue Ridge, Georgia state income tax, Georgia sales tax. If you buy on the Copperhill side, north of the river, you're in Tennessee, Polk County. No state income tax, slightly higher sales tax, different setup entirely. For most getaway buyers, the practical impact is small. But for retirees, considering this as a primary residence, that no state income tax difference can be a real number every year. Worth a conversation with a tax professional before you decide which side of the river you want. One quick river fact while we're at it. The Toccoa River, Toccoa, turns into the Ocoee River the moment it crosses the Tennessee state line. Same water, different state, different name. Most folks don't know that. And one more thing worth seeing. The horizontal lines painted on the buildings around the main intersection is about 8 feet up. Those are the high water marks from the 1989 flood, when the river rose over 8 feet and downtown went under. Locals left them up as a reminder. The river runs through this town for a reason, and once in a while, it remembers it. A few things people get wrong about McCaysville, and a few honest truths about who McCaysville isn't for. One, they think McCaysville is just Blue Ridge's little sister. It's not. McCaysville has its own identity, its own town government, its own downtown, its own renaissance happening. Different place, smaller, yes, but not lesser. Number two, they think Copperhill is dead, and it's not. Yes, the copper plant shut down decades ago, but the area is quietly coming back. New restaurants, new shops, a real renaissance flowing across the bridge in both directions. And number three, they think the state line makes it complicated to buy here, but it doesn't. Buying real estate in McCaysville is the same process as buying in Blue Ridge, and buying in Copperhill is straightforward too if your agent is licensed in Tennessee, which myself and my team will be soon. But honestly, McCaysville isn't for everyone. If you want brand new construction in a planned subdivision, the downtown housing stock is mostly older. You'll be looking outside the core. And if you can't stand Saturday tourist traffic around the depot, that train rhythm will wear on you. And if you need a big city grocery, a hardware store, or anything resembling a Whole Foods, you're driving back to Blue Ridge. Not everybody belongs here. Knowing now saves you trouble later. So what do you do next? First, if you haven't watched it yet, go back and watch episode 1 on Blue Ridge. McCaysville and Blue Ridge are 15 minutes apart, and most folks consider both. LJ is up next in this series, Apple Country, a little more affordable, different rhythm. Second, when you're ready to actually come up here and see McCaysville for yourself, the link is below. I'm licensed in Georgia and North Carolina today, with my Tennessee license closing very soon. So, whether you end up on the McCaysville side or the Copperhill side, you've got one agent who'll handle both. No referrals across the river, no splitting your search. And when you're ready, we'd be honored to help you find yours. Oh, and one last thing. Remember the copper plant story? How this whole basin used to be bare red dirt and nothing grew here for decades? Looking around now, it's all green. These mountains have a way of healing. The places that get loved on, they come back. McCaysville is a quiet little place that's coming back too, in its own way and on its own time. Whether you're sitting 2 states away dreaming about it or 3 months from making it real, I hope you find your piece of it. I'll see you on the next one.